So welcome folks to our Team Auto Trend channel. I was just thinking which one actually looks better and which one is the better deal, because we have over here the Mahindra Thar's regular 4-wheel drive variant, and over here is the brand new 2-wheel drive variant of the Thar as well. But yeah, this one is just 10 lakh rupees ex-showroom, at least for the AX optional 2-wheel drive variant, whereas this one costs a bit more. But both of them look almost exactly the same, except for only one significant difference in terms of the exterior, whereas in terms of the drive and in terms of the some other features, especially the driving features, there are some significant differences. So today what I'm going to do is take a detailed drive review of this Mahindra Thar 2-wheel drive variant to see how does it cope up with city traffic and on highways at higher speeds, especially because this is just a rear wheel drive, so it is definitely far lighter than the 4-wheel drive one, and in terms of efficiency as well, it is going to be better. Yes, I'm going to test all this, but before that, please make sure to subscribe to our channel, as we provide detailed reviews of all variants of all cars, along with such detailed drive reviews of all commercial and passenger vehicles as well. Please make sure to like us and follow us on the Facebook, Instagram and Twitter as well, as we provide detailed content over there as well. Now let's get on with the drive review, shall we?
This video is sponsored by Boodmo.com, the spare parts expert. Any brand, any model, any spare part, they offer only genuine quality components along with the cheapest and more expensive options all at one place for you. You can check out their website at Boodmo.com or download the Boodmo app, which is available for Android devices and iOS as well. You can search for the required spare part in the proper category from the scrolling menu on the home screen, and you can also check out the available offers displayed on the home screen as well.
Boodmo also offers return and refund assurance within 10 days of purchase. If you don't like the spare part, you can return it within 10 days without any hassle. Boodmo, the spare parts expert and quite literally the one-stop shop for all your automotive spare part needs. Today, this Mahindra Thar 2-wheel drive diesel has been provided to us by CAI Auto Industries Private Limited, Mahindra showroom in Coimbatore. The Mahindra Thar 2-wheel drive is available in two variants, namely the AX optional and this top spec LX. Features like front fog lamps, LED DRLs, 18-inch alloy wheels, body integrated footsteps, LED tail lamps, rear windshield defogger are available on the LX. The only exterior difference between the 4-wheel drive version of the Mahindra Thar and this 2-wheel drive version is the absence of the 4x4 branding on the rear right side fender. The interior also is almost identical to the 4-wheel drive LX. Apart from the standard front power windows, the LX gets cruise control, steering mounted audio controls, 7-inch touchscreen system, electronically adjustable ORVMs, height adjustable driver seat, ESP traction control with hill hold and hill descent control, while dual airbags are standard on the AX optional. On all the 4-wheel drive versions, just beside the gear lever, you get another separate lever for the mechanically locking differential of the 4-wheel drive system, but on the 2-wheel drive version, that selector lever has been replaced by a rather large and deep storage pocket with more than good enough space to store your smartphones. Just like before, the rear seats can be accessed only by folding forward the left side front seat, and the rear seats themselves are decently comfortable while also providing recline adjust. They also have 50-50 split folding function. That said, providing side armrests could have made these rear seats even more comfortable. Along with the cabin space, the luggage space also remains exactly the same as the 4-wheel drive. With 4 passengers on board, the boot space is good enough for a few medium-sized soft bags. That said, for additional flexibility, the rear seats do provide 50-50 split folding function. Instead of the 2.2-litre M-Hawk turbo diesel engine, this 2-wheel drive version gets a 1.5-litre 4-cylinder turbo diesel. Despite producing just 10 bhp lesser than the 4-wheel drive, the torque figure is exactly similar to the 4-wheel drive version. Apart from this diesel, there is also the availability of the 2-litre TGDI turbo petrol, which is mated to a 6-speed torque converter automatic transmission. Let's now get this beast on the road. Yes, folks, right now we are inside the brand new Mahindra Thar two-wheel drive, and immediately I get the feel that this, well, it's almost exactly the same as the four-wheel drive version of the Mahindra Thar. This here is the diesel version, so it has got a 1.5 liter turbo diesel engine as against to the 2.2 liter M-Hawk. But still, this is an engine derived from the M-Hawk technology, so I expect the refinement and the overall performance to be almost identical, especially because this car, well, this Thar, the two-wheel drive version, has got only 10 bhp deficit compared to the four-wheel drive, and the torque remains exactly the same at 300 newton meters. So it is going to be an interesting affair to drive this car. So let's judge the NVH first. So turning this engine over. Mahindra diesel engines have always been exceptionally refined, and this here is also very well, almost silent. It has got that faint rumble at the back, but still there is no obvious harsh clatter or anything. It is very refined, and even if I rev it a bit, it feels creamy. It's that good. I love a good diesel rumble noise, you know. Let's start the drive now, and turning on the AC, and once you get your foot off the clutch pedal itself, there is decent amount of power to keep the car moving at say 5 km per hour or 7 km per hour speed. These are crawling speeds, so yeah, that is good bottom end response. Just immediately taking your foot off the clutch, that's good. And putting my foot down a bit, the first gear has got a decent pull, but it is the second gear which has got a significant bit of increase in power and pickup. Yeah, it's good. There is proper good feedback from the gear shifts, even though the gear shifts are a bit longer than expected. Yeah, the engine response is more linear than all the other Mahindra turbo diesel engines we have gotten used to nowadays. This is incredibly linear. It is not like punching you in the face or the back. It has got a linear pull. The turbo lag is masked very well. You barely feel the turbo lag. However, currently, yes, we are driving in city conditions, especially on bad roads, so we cannot actually judge the turbo lag and overall total performance and all. Still, in city, this is more than good enough. It fits just perfectly, almost similar to the four-wheel drive Mahindra Thar, except for the fact that this is easier than the four-wheel drive version, because yep, this is a two-wheel drive, and it has say reduced in terms of weight by at least 80 kilograms, I guess. So you can feel the steering a bit more easier to twirl, and the suspension is a bit more compliant, and it can handle bad stuff like the four-wheel drive version, no problem at all. Yeah, obviously this is the two-wheel drive, so you definitely should not take this to very hardcore off-road trials, but yeah, this can do what most other SUVs, the so-called SUVs, cannot do, because this has got the ground clearance and a proper capable rear-wheel drive axle as well. Ambling around in the city in narrow roads, it is so easy. You don't have to worry about efficiency as well, because I have reset the mileage meter just a couple kilometers ago, and it is showing me 12.3, which is not bad at all, given the fact that I did not cross third gear, and despite that I'm getting this mileage. So that's the biggest benefit of this two-wheel drive variant. Well, then it is so good to drive, so easy to drive, it can handle everything, and if I want the actual power, there is the actual power to overtake, to zip through the city, and it feels so good. Alright, now let's get to this city traffic, Coimbatore city traffic. Again, back to speed bumps, yeah. Alright, then I'll get to the city traffic and let you know. In such city conditions, such traffic conditions, the Mahindra Thar two-wheel drive especially, it feels actually at home. This is the two-wheel drive, so it definitely feels lighter, it feels easier to maneuver, and it has got more than ample amount of torque. In fact, it is more powerful than the current crop of diesel compact SUVs. It just goes, no problem at all. If you want to overtake, you want to take through some narrow roads, If you want to power and thunder through traffic, it is no problem at all. Now I'm doing well, I shouldn't do this, but I am doing 80 km per hour in the city. Yeah, it feels good. The steering feels properly, feels some. Yeah, the feedback is okay, it's almost direct. There is just that small bit of play at the center, but still it is good for the most part. And in 5th gear or even 6th gear I can cruise along, no problem at all. The best part about this engine is that it has got great bottom end torque. Say for example, I am just getting down to 50 km per hour and slotting this car into okay. I have to brake now, but still it has got power. Alright, this is actually a good time to demonstrate the bottom end torque, because currently I'm doing around say 35 km per hour and I'm slotting this car into 5th. Yeah, and if I put my foot down, yeah, the RPM is around say 900, now it's 1000 RPM, and yeah, there is that slight bit of turbo lag if you are not in the proper gear. But if I cross say 1300 RPM, there it kicks in and I am just going. Yeah, now it is all turbo and no nonsense. So good. Even though there is a bit of lag at the bottom end, it is masked so well, you barely feel that. If you are in the proper gear, you will have no problem driving this car. Alright, then let's start the acceleration. The AC is in first speed and let's start. Okay, alright, that was 3000 RPM and damn, wow, within no time the turbo feels so good in the mid-range and the top end. 3000 RPM shifting, and within no time I'm doing 80 in 4th gear, crossing 90, now into 100 and into 5th gear. 100 is no problem at all. I have reached 100 in 5th gear itself. Come on Duster, move out of the way. Lane changing, no problem at all. 5th gear, and right now I'm reaching 120 in 6th gear. 120 is around 3000 RPM in the 6th gear, and even at such speeds this vehicle is so capable. Okay, I actually now remember that this is a 1.5 liter engine on a body on frame SUV, and it feels so good. So good. I'm sorry if I have shouted a bit. Yeah, that's due to excitement, because yeah, I didn't expect this sort of a massive SUV to perform like this, especially from a 1.5 liter engine. And even at such speeds, the handling is great. I mean, yeah, there is a slight bit of play at the center point of the steering wheel, and it is not exactly 100% planted like, for example, that Duster or other cars, but still up to the point of 110 km per hour, this vehicle is so very capable, so stable and easy to handle. Yeah, even on such say flyover joints and bumps, it feels composed. Yeah, there is that slight bit of say slight bouncing, but it is not very unnerving or properly unstable or anything. It is good. And I am right now accelerating in 5th gear from say 90. Let me just slot this car into 6th. Accelerating from 85, around 2000 RPM, and yes, there is the turbo kicking in behind me, and it goes. Oh my god, I just realized that I was doing 120. And braking is also properly good. This Thar is on all-terrain tires by Seat, so yeah, there is that slight bit of skipping you may feel. The tires don't exactly feel completely planted at speeds more than 100, but up to 110 the vehicle feels so stable, and especially the top spec LX variant feels so good to drive, so stable and composed, because it has got ESP traction control and hill hold as standard, and the steering feel is also very good. The ride quality is pretty good. The engine is so very unexpectedly punchy. It's awesome. It doesn't feel like a burly, big, say lifestyle body on frame diesel SUV. It feels so sprightly. And I may even claim that this can be even more powerful than say the normal crop of mid-size SUVs such as the Hyundai Creta, Kia Seltos, and all those front-wheel drive vehicles. Okay, enough about the punchy speed stuff. Let's now talk about cruising. I am right now doing 80 km/h in the, let me just get into 6th, getting back to 80 at this I-20 pass. Okay, engaging cruise control is very easy. There is just only one thing to do, and you have to press this set plus and cruise mode is on. And to increase the speed, that's it. I can cruise all day long in this Thar 2-wheel drive, man. The engine is refined, the ride quality is good, the stability is great, the handling is also almost precise. Nothing to worry. Yeah, it is one among the best cars I have driven, best body on frame SUVs I have driven. Yeah. And the benefit of this Thar is that if you cruise like this all day long, you can easily get more than 16 km/L, more than 17 km/L if you are a bit light-footed. Now itself, the indicator is showing me 15 km/L, which is seriously good, given the fact that I have been driving like a maniac. Nice, really nice, awesome. Brilliant engineering and brilliant job by Mahindra. I just have only two missing points I have to note regarding this Mahindra Thar. Even the 4-wheel drive did not have those features, and those features are a dead pedal for the left foot and a center armrest, at least for the driver. These could have been provided at least with this 2023 upgrade, but they have not provided that. Given the fact that this vehicle can cruise so well on highways with the cruise control turned on, they have managed to give cruise control, but they still could not provide a center armrest. And the footwell area is not spacious enough to provide left foot dead pedal. Yeah, those are the only concerns for me. Apart from that, this is a brilliant SUV. Whether if you want to drive in the city, in traffic, or if you want to thunder through the highways, or, well, you can say cruise on the highway as well. Alright then, let's get back and let's see how does the mileage come through, and then conclude the review.
As I already said, the biggest benefit of this two-wheel drive version is going to be the mileage. Now, despite driving like a maniac and stuck in traffic, the instrument cluster MID shows me more than 16 km/L.
Well folks, the Mahindra Thar 2-wheel drive, it is quite an unexpectedly, seriously incredibly impressive vehicle. Given the fact that this is a body on frame diesel SUV, it has got the performance of well, beating almost all the front wheel drive mid-size and compact SUVs in the category. And best of all, it is a Mahindra Thar, so almost everyone in India today wants to have a Mahindra Thar in their garage, in their parking lot, and this is the perfect car, the perfect Thar for them, because most of the Thar owners currently don't have exactly the need to have a 4-wheel drive system, and they barely do any off-roading. So for such people, this Mahindra Thar 2-wheel drive is a perfect choice, especially for this price category. I feel that this can be a better value for money deal than most of the front wheel drive compact and mid-size SUVs in the market. So the pricing for this 2-wheel drive Mahindra Thar you can see on the screen right now. Do let me know in the comment section below what do you think about this Mahindra Thar 2-wheel drive. Meanwhile, this is Viprajesh signing off. See you on another video. Thank you for watching.